Hello friends! It's been a minute since I filmed a sit-down video to share about the pieces in my collection, and if you're watching this video, it's likely that you are eyeing on some of these pieces that I'll be walking you guys through. I've collected a few Chanel bags over time because the aesthetic is very timeless, feminine, classic, but also surprisingly super easy to dress down. But let's be honest, Chanel bags are not the most practical all the time and also not as perfect as they look on social media. So today let's dive in and let me walk you guys through the pros and cons of some of these bags, and hopefully it will provide you with some helpful information if you're contemplating your next purchase. Without further ado, today we're going to do a ranking of my collection based on how they hold up in real life so that you don't end up with a gorgeous trophy bag on your shelf. There are several bags that I'm going to go through today, 5 in total, so feel free to head over to the timestamp and to the bag of your interest. And of course, this is a ranking video, so there is a standardized approach. We need fairness here, and there is a rubric that I've come up on my iPad here and also bring it up here. So let's talk about the rubric first. There's going to be a total of 5 metrics. The first up is the style and aesthetic, and this refers to how beautiful or unique the bag is. And then the next one is functionality, and that means like how well it fits all your essentials, the ease of opening, the comfort of wearing the bag. And then the third one is durability and maintenance, so how well this holds up. Fourth one is versatility, so this looks into like the day to night wear, travel friendliness, etc., the occasions that it allows you to use this bag for. Last but not least, value for money. And when I say value for money here, this metric doesn't really mean whether the price tag it's worth the bag. It really isn't about like whether the price tag is worth like the leather and all of that. That's a whole different story. But here we're really purely looking into based on how often I reach for these bags, whether it is worth it, in my opinion, very subjectively here. So let's start the ranking. I am going to go in order of my acquisition, starting from the most recent, the Mini Kelly. I got this in purple shade, and I got this secondhand because I have so many pieces, the classic black leather, and I kind of really wanted a color bag, a color Chanel bag, and I have been really obsessed with the color purple. So that's the main reason why I got drawn to this bag. And so let's start with the first metrics here, which is style and aesthetic. I'm giving this a score of 4. It's just so gorgeous, beautiful. I love that it's a handle bag. Next thing is functionality. I'm giving this a 3 here because, as you can see, does not fit a whole lot of things. But I do think that in the category of small bags, this definitely fits a lot. You can see here, in terms of like the ease of like reaching in for things that you will need, your items, super easy to get into, and also for a small bag category, it really fits a lot. Now let me show you what we can fit in this bag here. So this is what I typically have in terms of necessities in my going out bag. So we got a card wallet here that goes right in. We got a hand sanitizer, AirPods, my Beats AirPods, so this goes right in as well. And then we got a little chapstick, put it in here. And as you can see, there's still so much space in here. It's incredible. So actually, if I want to vlog content, I also bring with me my little nifty Insta360 camera here, and I can fit it in pretty easily. And then we have this little tripod stand. What I need to do here is also very simple. Just unscrew it, and then you can very easily fit it into the bottom of the bag, no issue at all. And that is it. Look at how much things this little tiny small bag fits. And yeah, it is not overexpanded, it just fits perfectly. So I would consider this actually as really functional, but it is, I have to be fair because this is a ranking video. Otherwise every bag is going to be ranked the same. So I am giving this a score of 3. Next thing is the durability and the maintenance here. I give this about a 3 because this is kind of a really soft leather, you can see here. It wrinkles. You do need to take care of it and apply some leather conditioner periodically if you want it to last longer. Otherwise, you can see that in the areas, especially where the chains are, friction over time, I suspect is gonna, introduce some wear and tear into the corners here. And then in terms of versatility, I am giving it also a 3. It is versatile, but because I did choose the shade purple, it is not a very formal color, so I don't foresee myself being able to take it on like, formal dinners or anything like that. I also don't think that it would be as suitable as we go into fall winter season, but I love it. This is the perfect spring summer bag. Last but not least, value for money. I have used this a whole lot since the time that I got it, and I foresee that this is going to be the #1 bag that I'm continuing to carry throughout this summer. So all of that, this gives your mini Kelly a total score of 17 points. Moving on to the next bag. Ta-da! We got this beauty here. First metric style aesthetic, I'm giving this a 5, solid 5, because from the moment I lay aside on it at the store, you can see how soft, buttery soft, shiny this leather is. Very, very beautiful. I feel like this is such a statement bag. It's perfect for evening function, but you can also dress it down. Pair it with your denim and t-shirt, and it will work so well even in the daytime for, a casual coffee with friends. And then that brings us to the second metrics that we have in mind, which is functionality. I'm giving this a 3 because it is pretty spacious. This is considered their wallet on chain, so it is like a wallet size bag, but you can see here that it is super spacious. It has all this space in there that you can put a lot of things, and there's like cut slots in there as well. And you can see if I compare it with the Kelly Mini, then the side profile here, it's just slightly more narrow versus this one, so you are not able to fit as many things as you would with the other bag, and if you don't want it to overexpand and look really ugly. And so functionality wise, a 3 objectively, because it doesn't fit that many things, but for a wallet on chain, it really is very generous. In terms of durability here, it is a 2, unfortunately, because it is a very soft lambskin, and you can see here, because it's so buttery smooth, it's so soft, and it's a glossy finish, it does require extra care and handling. And for me, with longer nails, whenever I have long nails, I really want to be very careful and gentle with this bag. This point is versatility, which actually I already talked about a little bit earlier on as well. In terms of versatility, this is a full 5 out of 5. Yes, I'm giving a 5 out of 5 because this is a bag that really can take you through from day to night. This chain here, you can just tuck it into your bag and it will be gone, and hold it as a clutch. It's so nice for a dinner statement. And then lastly, value for money. I'm ranking this a 3 actually, because objectively, if I were to evaluate this based on the number of times I reach for this bag, not that much. Why? Because of how high maintenance it is, and why I do not want to just cause any unintended damage to the leather here. Forgot to mention that there is also a little cut slot here that you can put just small little card, maybe like a credit card or whatever that you want. The next bag, Sweetheart Mini. For the word mini, it is not that mini in my opinion. So this is the Sweetheart chain. You have this hardware here that makes the whole chain adjustable, so you can make it a longer length where you can wear it cross body, or you can also shorten it all the way and wear it on your shoulder like this. In terms of style and aesthetic, giving this a solid 5 out of 5, just like the top handle that we just saw. I really love this. I think it's so smart, so chic, especially with the adjustable strap length, and also the little heart detail here. I think it's so cute. It just captured my heart. So I think this is love 5 out of 5. Functionality, I'm rating this quite high too. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5 because I find it super functional, and I've always taken this with me along with me on all the trips so far. I took this with me on my latest Japan trip, and I found that I can fit all of my necessities. Let me show you how much this can fit. Okay, got wallet and hand sanitizer. My AirPods can go in there, lip balm goes in there, keys in there first this way. All right, we got our camera, we got this little stand there. So yeah, fits so nicely that actually there's still a little bit more room to put something here too if I wanted to. So that can be like where my little nifty extra foam battery could basically fit everything that I need when I'm out and about for like a full day. So rating this 4 out of 5, super functional. In terms of durability and maintenance, this is 5 out of 5 because of all the leather bags that I have. I think this is probably one of the most durable. This is the caviar leather, as you can see. Yes, it's a more textured leather and it's a matte finish. I think because it's caviar leather, it's able to withstand a little bit more scruff, in my opinion. You don't want to do this to your bags, but I have been caught in the rain with this bag. It has been rained on, unfortunately, but you know, I wipe it down real fast as soon as I get indoor, and I don't see anything on it, really. I do want to say that I do put I do take care of my bags. I use leather shampoo, leather conditioning, and then I also tend to spray it down with a coat of water resistant spray water resistant spray for leather, and I'm gonna link all these products in the description down below, so you can decide if you want to get some of these items as well and protect your leather. Next up is the Chanel 22. This, in terms of style and aesthetic, I am giving it a 4 out of 5. I love this casual tote bag look. I love the chain detail and the fact that you can ruche it up, and it gives a more slouchy kind of silhouette if you ruche it. In terms of functionality, it's a super functional bag. That's the main reason why I buy it, because I wanted a bag that can fit my work laptop and everything, and I use it mainly for work and have brought it along with me on several work trips since, and then also brought this bag along with me when I was in Spain. And if we're going on those day tour where I'm expected to buy some goodies, this is the perfect bag for me to store all the travel goodies. One thing though that I want to call out is, as with all Chanel bags, this chain really digs into your shoulder if you put too many things inside, and it's really heavy, but it's not something that you cannot solve. And I actually got myself one of these shoulder pads. You can find it on Amazon. The one that I bought, I think it's already sold out, so I can't find the link anymore, but if you just Google for it, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find it. Get one of this would really hold your straps together in place, create like a nice surface area on your shoulder to prevent it from digging in. And I also got one of this corner guards. So as you can see here, this is a piece of leather as well. So it comes like this as a package, but you can snap it onto your chain here and then slot it into the side. So this will help prevent any wear and tear caused by friction from your chain rubbing against your this I don't know what you call this part of the bag here. Next thing is the durability and maintenance. So sadly, this bag, I'm giving it a 2. This leather does require you to be very careful with it. Do I regret buying this in white? No. But if you are considering this bag, and if you're not a very careful person, and if you're truly mind color transfer, then please get the black one. But I do really like the white color and the black fawn, because I find that the black fawn contrast with the white bag is just a lot more unique out of all the other variations for this design. That's why I get this bag, and I don't regret it. But color transfer did happen to me on one of my work trips, not from me, but actually sadly from someone else. A coworker was wearing darker denim on that day and happened to be sitting on the chair where I left my bag behind, and so that lady was leaning against my back the whole time, whole afternoon, and I wasn't expecting anything to happen because I have worn jeans before as well, and I carried this bag out with my jeans, but that was the day and color transfer did happen. But fortunately I was able to get most of the stain out of it, and as you can see here that you can no longer see that the blue stain that once was on the bag. I have found a life-saving product. I'll link it below as well on Amazon, and I was able to get most of the color stain out. Because of that scare, yeah, I wouldn't rank this very high in terms of durability and maintenance. Next thing is versatility. I'm giving this a neutral 3 points because I would say it is less versatile versus some of the bags that we just saw earlier. It is definitely not a dinner kind of bag. I don't think it suits any formal dinner. Or even any dinner dates. That's not quite the bag to carry, so it does score lower in terms of versatility. For value for money, I'm giving this a 4 because I did use this quite a fair bit since I got it, even though of more recent time I've used it a little bit less because of the color transfer that happened. I am a little bit insecure in bringing it out, so that's been, yeah, so I have not been using it as much. So all that, it gives the Chanel 22 a score of 18 points. Last bag here, and I know this video is starting to run so long. Thank you if you're still watching here and if you're still going through all the bags with me. Last bag here is the Deauville. This is actually the very first bag that I got. Got this off the RealReal. I like this because it is such a casual bag, and I wanted to make this more casual and quote-unquote unassuming. So this very much fits that category. In terms of style and aesthetic, I'm giving this a 3. Not because I don't love this design, I really love this design, but really because this is a ranking video and I have to compare it in relation to the other bags, and I just feel like the other bags has a more classy and feminine silhouette that fits multiple occasions versus this one. In terms of functionality, I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. It could have been 5, and I'm gonna get into it. Why 4 out of 5 is because it really fits everything. It's one ginormous space inside that everything can be thrown into it. If you're on a weekend trip, and I've done this before, you don't even need to pack a weekend bag. If it's in and out kind of a trip, it fits everything. But because it is one big empty space, it is a little bit hard for you to find your things in there. And also without a structure, this bag it flops everywhere. It's very collapsible, hard to keep its shape. That's why I got myself a bag insert like this. So a bag organizer that, you know, you can put things inside and easily find things, and I find that it gives it a bit of shape as well, which I like, so it helps keep the shape up. So that's why it's a 4 instead of a full 5, because I am deducting points for its ability to hold its shape. And the other thing why I deducted another point is because this bag is so heavy. Let's take out my bag insert, okay, and just its bag itself. It's somehow so heavy even before I put in anything. And because the bag is, again, one of this fantastic strap design, it really does dig in. So especially since this is meant for like a weekend getaway bag where you're supposed to put in a lot of things. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't feel good to have it digging in. Next thing is durability and maintenance. This bag does not require much babying at all because it is a non-leather bag. Apart from the fact that I opted for a lighter color, I could have chosen a darker color, and that means even less babying because I don't even need to care about stains anymore or any dirt getting on it. Besides that fact that, you know, it's a lighter color, I really don't think I spent a lot of effort babying this bag. What I've done is to spray this bag with a coat of protector. Again, I'll link it down below. It's a fabric protector that protects it from any stain transfer or water. It's basically a water repellent coating that you spray onto your bag. It's actually meant for couches, like outdoor furniture couches. You can spray it down and that would increase its ability to withstand the weather and water a lot more and helps your couch last longer. But I thought, you know, it's the same kind of fabric, why not use it here too? And it actually really worked very well for me. At this, it's still pretty clean. So that's what I do for this bag. Last two metrics here, versatility. Versatility, I'm giving it a 2 because it is a weekend bag and that's it. Or maybe a casual bag for running around the city, but it's also really heavy. So I don't really think you need this big of a size bag to run around the city. I actually would prefer bringing along one of these bags if I need to fit in quite a fair amount of things. This 2 bag is just more useful. The right size, not too big, not too small either, and you can fit a lot of things inside and doesn't weigh a shit ton on your shoulder. This one kills you. Also, just to mention here that this is another contraption that I bought from Amazon. It doesn't come with it. I got this because I have sweaty palms. I'm sorry. But yes, sometimes when I'm going through like the airport security and all that, and if I'm holding on to this by the handle, I just think that with my sweaty palms, it might start to deteriorate the leather here. So to protect it, I actually got one of this. Okay, last thing here, value for money. Value for money, I'm giving this a 3. So first of all, forget the fact that it's not leather, and for the price that I paid, it really shouldn't have been that price because this is not a leather bag. I'm truly paying just for the design, you know, honor that IP behind it. But in terms of cost per use, I really have used it quite a ton. I'm just taking a few points away from it because of the fact that for this material, I am definitely paying the Chanel premium here. That is all the bags that we have, 5 bags that we have reviewed together on video. And the final results, in first place, we got our Chanel Sweetheart in mini size with a grand total of 23 points. Wow, good job, good job. And in second place, we got a tie. This bag definitely scored really high points in terms of the looks department, style, aesthetic, versatility, the day to night utility of this bag really rocks it. Also for a wallet on chain category bag, this is very generous in terms of space. And then your Chanel 22 wins in terms of like functionality in fitting everything. Third place actually is the Mini Kelly here. Just 1 point less than the other two bags that we just mentioned at 17 points in total. I do find these 2 bags very similar in comparison. As you can see, the volumes wise, they are very similar. The Mini Kelly fits a little bit more than this one. Then last but not least, Deauville. The Deauville comes in last, unfortunately, out of all these bags at a total of 16 points. Not because I don't love any of these bags, really. I love them all the same, and that's why I'm still keeping them in my collection. The Deauville came in last mainly because of its versatility that scores lower, and also the fact that it's less value for money because of the materials, and also the fact that it's just way too heavy. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of such content. Comment down below as well, what are some of your favorite Chanel bags or even other bags that you are eyeing, and if you'd like to see more of similar type of content, please let me know as well so that I can come back with another sit down video to share more about my luxury bag collection. Yes, I also film other types of content on this channel, travel vlogs and life in NYC vlogs kind of content. So if you'd like to also see that, please go to my channel and check out those videos, and I hope to see you in my next one. Ciao guys, thank you for watching. Bye.